8 questions about Jeffrey Epstein's suicide. Question number 1, when was Epstein taken off suicide watch? And why was he taken off suicide watch if he had tried to commit suicide just 2 weeks earlier? Did prison authorities determine that his other injuries from 2 weeks ago were not self-inflicted? If they were not, then who attacked him? If they were self-inflicted, then who in their right mind thought he was not a suicide risk just a couple days later? Who ultimately made the call to take Epstein off suicide watch? Question number 2, why didn't Epstein have a cellmate at the time of his death? Who was his cellmate hours before he died? And why was his cellmate transferred away hours before he died? Number 3, why wasn't Epstein checked on every 30 minutes? This is prison protocol. He was supposed to be checked on every half hour, but he wasn't. So who made that decision to violate prison rules? Why was Epstein left unchecked for hours before his death? Question number 4, how did Epstein kill himself by hanging if the bed sheets in his prison cell are designed to be anti-suicide, meaning the sheets break apart when pulled? Epstein was 200 pounds. What did he hang himself with? Unless somebody allowed him to have dangerous items in his cell that he could use to harm himself. And if so, who allowed that? Question number 5, is it true that Epstein told jail guards that somebody was trying to kill him? If so, why wasn't that investigated and taken more seriously? Who was trying to kill him? How did Epstein know this? And what did the prison guards do about it? Question number 6, did the cameras at Epstein's cell door show anything? Who entered? Who exited? What time? If so, what did they have with them? Did they leave it in Epstein's cell? Was it used in his death? Why wasn't there video into Epstein's cell? Question number 7, why are Epstein's autopsy results delayed? Authorities reportedly requested more information before making an official determination on his cause of death. What kind of information are they requesting? And what did they find during the initial autopsy that prompted them to ask more questions? Question number 8, Jeffrey Epstein is arguably the highest profile prisoner in the entire Bureau of Prisons. How could this be allowed to happen? And then, of course, we have questions about Epstein's sex crimes. How did Epstein get away with child sex trafficking for so long without facing justice? We all know he used his powerful friends to protect himself. Well, who are his powerful friends? What influence did they leverage to protect him? Are we going to live in a nation where rich, powerful people are above the law? If not, then why aren't we digging into the corruption that protected a child sex offender and child sex trafficker for decades? That plea deal in 2008 that kept Epstein out of federal prison, what federal government official ultimately made that decision to strike a plea deal rather than pursue Epstein with everything we've got? Was it Alex Acosta, the U.S. attorney, or was it somebody else? Was the decision maker influenced by any politician or public figure or powerful individual about this decision? If so, what influence was leveraged? Will Epstein's alleged co-conspirator, Ghislaine Maxwell, ever see justice? Or will the rich and powerful shield her too? Will Epstein's victims ever see justice? Thank goodness Attorney General Barr has vowed to pursue answers to all of these questions, and you and I, we should not stop covering this story until we find answers. And that is my final point.